Hi, I'm Ethan, and welcome to Draw My English 102. For you incoming students, you may already be prepared for what's to come in 102. For those of you that are less prepared, English 102 is a continuation of 101, where you will expand your writing skills through 4 more projects and plenty of writing tasks. As an incoming student, I had my fair share of anxieties. Like you may feel now, I was daunted by the thought of more projects. The last one required so much brain power that I was completely drained. I would be a liar if I told you that 102 got easier, but I would also be a liar if I told you that it wouldn't. The point of 102 is to expand on our skills that we should have built from the last class. As students from 101, you have what it takes to pass this semester. You know how to cite your sources in text, something that will be important in Project 2. You know how to write a good hook and forecast to set up your text. These are just a few examples of skills that you have cultivated through your English career. Like you, these were skills that I developed over time. While they helped me through this class, I later realized that my struggles came from my style of writing. Informational writing is what I called it in my head, where I often focused more on providing information like a robot, not caring about who I was writing for. However, I have now learned that there is no point in spewing out information if you don't understand who you are writing for. I now have an improved style of writing, one that looks deeper into my audience. I will always look at what kind of biases or backgrounds they have on the topic, and I will always look at my medium to make sure it is best for getting my point across. These are key points that I have developed for myself when writing. If you have found yourself writing like this, then I can personally say that it is not the end of the world. Like me, you will learn how to improve your writing and incorporate the audience into your process. Before we go over my personal journey, let's first redefine audience, similar to how I did throughout the year. According to the Oxford Dictionary, an audience is the assembled spectators or listeners at a public event. But as a writer, we should understand so much more. Who are we really writing for? Are they young or old, educated, working, staying at home? These are important factors that should change how you write. You wouldn't hand a 5-year-old some researcher's papers and expect them to understand it. As writers, understanding the difference between all of our different audiences is the best way to get our message across. While working on Project 3, I found that connecting to the audience was something that could be applied beyond writing. My topic for this project was school police, specifically on the role that parents played in inciting change for the school police system. One of the ways that I chose to voice this message was through a flyer. In just choosing the medium, I was already thinking about my audience. I knew that parents were often on the move, whether it's at their job or at the store. A flyer is something that could be seen anywhere, and by being visually striking, it would be able to attract the attention of these parents. I had the base ideas for the project. All that I needed to do was execute it, which went horribly. After sharing my project with some peers, we defined some of the major issues with my design. Most importantly, we noted that despite my intentions, a bright yellow and dark blue were contrasting colors that were hard on the eye. If no one could even look at the flyer, how would they be educated? I had failed to make that connection between my purpose and my audience, which led to an incredibly ineffective project. However, it was because of my peers' comments that I was able to completely change the direction of my flyer and improve it. I focused on different colors, light blue and white, because it still connected to police while also being more attractive. While I would have liked to use yellow to create stronger connection between school and police, I found that this new template could make use of actual pictures. I used images of police in arms, smiling and laughing, to signal to parents that this is a positive poster, as well as an image of a child being held by an officer, because children are closely related to schools. If we really think about it, visuals are no different from hooks in standard writing. They signal to the audience the purpose of your text while also enticing them to actually continue reading. We should also note that it is limiting to only focus on one audience. This is something that I realized while working on the flyer, since literally anyone could be reading it. If I hyper-focused on parents, then I would miss out on other groups like students and school officials. I learned that while I could provide good information for parents, it should be applicable to all people. This is why a majority of the text is in general language. I wanted everyone to understand what I was writing. It may sound unbelievable that so much work can be done based on just one comment, but this process of taking our peers' comments and making our writing better is something that should be expected in your 102 class. The university highlights it as one of their student learning outcomes, CESALO for short, intending for us to use reflection and feedback from others to construct new knowledge about writing. This SLO was incredibly important to my journey as a writer because I always believed that our work can be improved. As incoming students, you should be open to the ideas of your peers because they can offer new perspectives of your work that you may not have thought about. Every project in this class tasked me to understand a different audience, so I tailored my writing to accommodate each one. As incoming students, I have no doubt you will undergo the same journey, ending the semester with new knowledge about enhancing your work and becoming greater writers. Thank you for watching. I know you will have as much fun in this class as I have.